there's a lot of essentially like factors working against you. And that honestly inspired me to, I guess, want to get off of the reservation and essentially build a life for myself.
At Drive Time, we honor Native American Heritage Month throughout November. While the month typically comes with themes of gratitude and fall, it's important to note the rich culture of our nation and the long-standing traditions of our Native American neighbors. Native American Heritage Month was passed by Congress in 1990 to celebrate our indigenous neighbors and their contributions to our culture. We celebrate this month not just because we're headquartered on the historic homeland of the Alkamel and Peepash people, but because we believe in the value of the traditions and culture that arise from this community.
If you could describe the Navajo people like in one word, what would it be? And a lot of times you'll hear people say resilience. And that speaks a lot to, you know, what's led us to be where we're at today. And the reason for that is because we're adaptable as people. She'e Cornell Tahi, Yinishya, that's how you say my name. I am a senior manager for the claims department for Silver Rock. I'm a member of the Navajo tribe. I'm originally from Gallup, New Mexico, and I grew up on the reservation. I do identify with my culture, so with the Navajo traditions, in addition to practicing Native American church. Our primary clans are usually like a part of our mom's side. So like for me, on my side, my mom's clan is going to be the Water Flows Together clan, which is Tohe Glini. And then on my dad's side, which means I'm born for, and that's on his part, which is going to be Todich Itni, which is the bitter water people. I'd say from the clan system, like, you know, our mothers definitely play a big part in it, and they play a big part in our culture. Typically, you'll have like a patriarchal view when it comes to, you know, other belief systems, but with us, it's basically more matriarchal. You know, they definitely play a big part in everything that we do in our day-to-day lives, and as far as our support system. I chose Arizona essentially because it's a lot closer to home. I could be with family, and you know, they're a big part of my life. They've definitely played a huge factor into my success, and I wanted to be closer to that when I did go to college. It's not uncommon to run into other Navajo people here, so it would bring me closer to home to be able to interact with other Navajo kids and other Native American tribes, because we do share similar values, like culturally. And it was great to have that support system when I was going to school. Eventually, I do see myself wanting to give back to my community. And that was also one of the goals that I had set for myself, of what brought me away from home, what brought me out to Arizona. And honestly, one of the ways that I embrace my culture as well. We tend to be a people that care for one another. It doesn't matter if you don't know anybody, if they're a complete stranger to you. There's something about us as Diné people that we tend to care for one another. We do participate a lot in like Navajo traditional ceremonies, and the whole goal there, the teachings that it brings to us, is essentially to live like a harmonious life and to have that balance always. There's always the forces that tend to like be positive and negative, and you know, it applies a lot to our lives in many different ways, like all the way down to making decisions, weighing the negatives and the positives as far as like deciding what to do. We always have feelings, we always have like negative thoughts and emotions, but at the same time we also have the positive ones too. And to live a good life is to always have a balance between the two. It's not that we don't recognize that those things are not there, but it's important to realize that it does play a factor in, you know, developing that pathway for ourselves and our goals.